Humanoid effects here. What do we got? My 7-string Ibanez, right? ToneNinja, some new tuners. We're gonna swap these out. See what happens. Stay tuned. A couple of things here that I got. One of these is, of course, my 7-string Ibanez. It's a Geo, which I'm surprised at actually the build quality of some of this being a Geo, and I'm not sure the exact model. I think this is from like 06. So it's not a brand new one. This is from an earlier series. But anyways, these tuners are not great. Okay, so I'm going to get these off of here, and I'm going to, but I got this set from ToneNinja, right? And these are the inline. Check these out. This is the unboxing, I guess. It says enjoy your trying to do. I've never done this before. I'm new to this still. So here's a sticker, right? ToneNinja, and here is the set of 6 plus, the 7th, because 7-string. So also a couple of tools you're going to need when doing this. I got this. I'm just going to cut this open to kind of just get this one out, right? And also the you want to make sure you got the right socket size for taking the socket out right here, loosening these right along the way. But on the back, you need to have for taking those off, you need the screwdriver, right? And so I got the electric screwdriver here, and this is what this looks like. They come in a nice, little bag here. But this is for this style where it goes with the Ibanez kind of drop in with the thing on the other side there. And so these are not locking, but they have, I believe, like an 18-to-1 ratio. They're very tight. Well, not very tight, but I mean, they feel nice. It feels, strong. So if you take a look, I'm going to flip this over here. The other side of this, I got the off in there. So yeah, these are the same pattern, right? With the slant, whatever, right there. And so I'm going to loosen these strings. Oh my Lord! Take these off, and then you're also going to want to, maybe if you want to clean up, your fretboard, you get the F1 oil. Once you get the strings off, you can really kind of clean it up, wipe it down, do whatever you need to do with it. This one I actually did this to recently, so I don't really need to do it right now, but I might give it just a little bit, because this is a newer guitar, and I don't know the last time it was. I mean, this thing looked like it had been sitting in a basement or something, in a warehouse for a long time. Looked like it was sort of one of these out-of-the-box models where maybe it was it had just been sitting there in the warehouse, like with its just hanging out of like the the box or whatever. So I got this, I talked the guy down. It was like $100 or something. So anyways, that's the story of that. So I guess I'll change these strings, or maybe I'll be able to use some of these, but I really want you to see how and there's also this very nice door on these that you can pop open for the the truss rod access. So that's always, I used that once or twice already just to fine tune this for these string gauges, and this, some of these tuners are just like not, I mean, I'll show you, some of these are just not, they're not happening. Oh my, catastrophe. Okay, so thank you for putting in the effort, listening to my, so what I need to do here, okay, is I can take, well, look, this one was already loose there. You got to find out which one it is. I've got these rocket sockets here because I also make, the guitar pedals, and I don't want to damage the way that the wood or anything that's touching the the nut or any of that stuff. So here, so I'll just show for one of these. Okay, we're gonna unscrew. I got the top off, and it just quick little unscrew here. Now they gave all that hardware in this bag, right? But if you can see, I'm just going to put this, I shouldn't have to route anything. Look, I don't even have to, I have one of these reamers, and by the way, if you don't have one of these reamers, let me grab one for you. You really need to invest in one of these. Here, I grabbed it from the workbench. You gotta invest in one of these. It's a reamer, and you can, if you needed to, you know, I could have widened this by going through on both sides. You know, you can widen it just like a millimeter or something if you like really had to. But this fits right in. See, boop. And so these are ToneNinja, man, and these feel great. They're super tight, very secure. I got a good deal. I think I just like, you know, favorited them or whatever on. So this is what. Oh geez, yeah. Here's a little part of that washer that just fell off. This is from right in there. So this was just a. You know, that had been coming apart, and that's a bit of a piece of junk. Unfortunately, you know, it started just not being so good. See, the little washer came apart off of it. So I'm going to open this up, and I should do these, you know, just one by one. But I want you to see, just for this video, just for the sake of it, since I'm recording, and I hardly ever do this. But I'm going to start making more content like this. Hopefully, you guys like it. But I'll dump, oh my gosh, I got to do better about hitting this, the camera there, right? But so here's the stuff. So what I want is for this particular, I want one screw, one washer, okay, and one of the barrel sockets, I guess you could call it. So I'm just going to put the, I'm going to use the screw that they gave me, not the one that they, you know, had in there before from the Ibanez, wherever, China. But I'm just going to put this, you know, this feels like it's in the spot. Just going right back into that same hole. Feels very nice. I'm going to flip it over. I'm just going to do one of these, and then I'll kind of do the rest myself, I guess, here in a little bit. And this, now that this is a mess. But so here's the, there's the, and I got, you know, a little microfiber cloth, right? Put it in between there. Right, looks very nice. Microfiber cloth. Put that washer that they gave me. Put that washer that they gave me. I got a podcast coming too, so I can subscribe. I'm just kind of recording this stuff for the podcast. Right, so these look a little, if I turn those, they were slightly smaller. They might be slightly smaller, or the exact same spec. Not sure, but it looks like the new one versus the old one here might be almost the exact same spec in the size. But it does, I feel like it's slightly smaller. But so anyways, I'm gonna hand tighten this. That's hand tightened to there, and then I think that this was the rocket socket that was, yeah. So I get it tightened just the rest of the way. Don't need to overdo it, but there we go. It's all set on there. It looks great. I'm going to do the rest. And I guess I will pause it and show you when the rest are done. So yeah, here's what's left now. I took care of taking all the other old tuners off, put the new ones on. I think I just need to tighten up, was it this size? Yeah. Tighten up a couple of these, the last ones. Then I can put the strings on. These all seem very solid here. I'm excited to use these with, you know, the drop, I'm putting in B standard on this. But then when I drop other strings too, it's, you know, you want them to stay tight. And anyways, yeah, new tuners is always super great. And so yeah, I'm gonna get some strings on here and let this rest a little bit, because I did put some of that oil on. This is the F1. You know, this stuff is amazing. You can clean with it, use a little toothbrush or something, or get gunk off, but I don't keep gunk on mine, so I just, you know, clean it up, and I put stuff on there, and then I do like an up and down, you know, on each fret, go with the grain. Anyways, I'm gonna get some strings on this, and we'll see how it does. Be back. Okay, we've got the finished tuners right on here. I wanted you to be able to see. Got them all underneath. And on top, it's all tuned up, and I'll play something here in a minute for you. So, thanks for joining me. We got, check it out, the brand new tuners. Okay, and I'm doing this with this microphone here because I'm gonna take, here they are, here's the new tuners, right? See them right there. They all came on very easily. They went straight to the straight into the previous spots. They were there, and so I'm using this microphone now today because what I'm gonna do is move it right in front of the amp, so then you get to hear how it sounds. All right, so let me do that here. Get it right in front of the amp, okay. And then you got the. Probably should have planned this part out a little bit better, right? Anyways, we got the Queen channel on my Fender Hot Rod, which is right there. You can hear me plugging it in. Just one chord, right? But I will tell you, you can see this. This is the Queen channel. This is in from the Entity Overdrive. You can see it right here. I've got the gain all the way down. But if I turn it off, completely Queen channel on the Fender. This is the bridge pickup here. Right? That's the Seymour Duncan Nazgul. It's a little bit loud. Let me turn the gain down. But I think let's hear it with some overdrive, right? Because right now it's it's not gonna. If I put a little hair on it. If I bring the tone up just a little bit. There's a bit of a sweet spot here. Bring the gain up a little. It's pretty clean until you turn up just slightly, and you get Thanks for joining me. Bye.